do 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 do. I've never actually seen this thing. No worries, you can. No, just it's about Crashfall. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go for some PBs on the any percent mode for adventure mode. Basically, I'm just trying to see what I did it on last time. It was an hour 35 last time. An hour 35.50. Was it on easy? Was it on easy? A run's usually on easy. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was on easy last time. Okay. Who do we play as this time? We're gonna play as them as literally for the whole run because it's just gonna waste time changing. So, whose voice do we want to consistently hear for the next like hour 20, hour 30? I'd like to get sub 130, but you know, last time I played with like well, not no experience, but like not playing this game for ages, and it's the exact same this time. So, I always play as the girls. I'm a fucking filthy simp. Could do Oxide. Could do Oxide. Players like Hot Rod or Pinstripes. Yeah, no, we'll play Oxide. We'll play Hot Rod Oxide. Speed, of course. Should we play as? What shall we play as? We have the champion cart for coming like. I think you got this for cleaning. Is it top 500 in the world or top 100 in the world? You got this for? I'm moving top 1000. And then this was for every season. So I got top rank in the first 2 seasons, and then I didn't really play much in these. And oh, you can now get them for beating all of the time trials, but I didn't get it for that because I haven't done that. The hover cart's too bulky and in-game. You know, we'll just play in the champion cart, like the standard champion cart, or the standard cart, sure. Alright, so as soon as this hits 1, we will start. Okay. It's as soon as, well, we'll play as Oxide, so as soon as Uka Uka appears is when the time actually starts. Last time we attempted this, we got an hour 35, so. An hour 35.50 we got, so I'm going to go for sub 130. That'd be the goal, but we'll see. I've not played this game probably since the last time I did this run, so we're not coming into here with all of the previous experience and like we'll smash under an hour. And I'm doing it with loads, which is a big thing. There's not really too much RNG in this game for senses of how to save time. There is three different podium animations you can get after each victory, and there is a small second difference between each one. But that is, it's RNG, it's luck of the draw. I can't manipulate that in any way. So, you know, do with that as you will. Time has started, by the way, so I'll try and keep you up to track after every track, like roughly what time I'm on. After this loads, I'll be on about 3 hours 30. Come on. Come on, come on, it's only Crash Cove, it's like a fucking minute and a half track. This is why all the speedruns, when you see on like speedrun.com, are all loadless, because you have this. This game does have quite bad load times, but no one really mentions it. People always rant on about Wrath of Cortex having bad load times, but this actually has worse than the Wrath of Cortex. focus time now. Oh, it's already gone tits up. Oh. The most time that can be saved are on the blue flame tracks. I'm trying to think of which tracks can be blue flamed from the original game. Oxide Station can definitely be blue flamed for almost the whole track, I think. The idea of blue flame, for those of you that don't know, basically you boost like this, and it creates this sub-engine that you can't see, which are called reserves. And then when you go over a track that initiates blue flame, it uses all of your reserves. So you boost around as much as you can like this to basically pump up your reserves as much as you can. And then when you get your blue flame, you'll have X amount of reserves. And then you try and keep that blue flame for as physically long as possible, while still under blue flame boosting like this to keep the boosts like charged up. So that is the idea of blue flame. So we hop over that last one. So first track, we're coming in at just under 3 minutes, which is not bad. With loads, it's not bad. And the memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain. When I thought of you and me, we'd need to see the same. Come on. Yes, we've won a trophy. The trophy design for this is really cool. I like the trophy design.
Congratulations! You win a trophy! You can go faster through turns by power.
Oh, that's really slow from me. Entering Ruse a Tubes. I'm certainly not a professional speedrunner, I'm just like a casual player who really likes this game. I loved the original, and this remake is, in my opinion, one of the best remakes of any game going. Like, they took the core of the game, didn't change it, because they didn't need to, because the game is considered a classic, and then just upped. The only thing they changed from the original was updating the graphics to modern day. They still kept it looking cartoony like Crash should be, and then they just piled loads of additional content in. The campaign and everything is the exact same. They changed some of the Nitro Kart tracks to fit the Crash Team Racing mechanics, so that they didn't have multiple mechanics in the game. People will 100% agree with me when I say that the CTR mechanics was so much better than the Crash Nitro Kart mechanics. Whether it was a better game or not is just up to personal preference, but you know, you only have to watch some form of Crash Nitro Kart gameplay, like from the original, and you'll notice, like, when you get to like the zero gravity sections, which are what they removed from the game, the frames just drop. Now, probably could have rectified that on a PS4/PS5, because we have the ability to run things at so much higher and better frames than we could back in the PS1, PS2 days. But you know, this game has became an eternal classic, and you know, people will be playing this remaster in several years. The game isn't perfect. They never fixed the online servers, which in today's day and age is probably the most important thing to do, is to keep the game running online. I think they stopped updating the game a little bit quick. The game only had, I think it was like a 5 or 6 month lifespan definitely could have gone a year, maybe even into a second year. Or, you know, maybe of course drop the monthly updates, but you know, every 2 or 3 months, drop an update. Like when Crash 4 dropped, they could have dropped an update. Just give us something, anything. You don't have to do what you've been doing with the, you know, a new character and a new track and a whole new Grand Prix sort of system. But you know, 3 months down the line, you know, it was the birthday. Maybe drop the main characters in standard suits with the birthday cake on the head. Maybe a track at most. You know, I wasn't asking for monthly updates, but I just think this game got let off a little bit quick. But no disrespect to Beanox, they've made this game better than the original, in my opinion, which is hard to say. Because I just grew up with the original, it's all I did. This and Crash Bash. Please remaster Crash Bash. I know people are like, no, because people say that was like sort of the start of the downfall of Crash, because it changed hands from Naughty Dog from there, and then, you know, it was their first take at this sort of party game to rival like Mario Party, after the success of this rivaling Mario Kart, and the originals rivaling, you know, other platform games at the time. So, yeah, I understand that people don't want Crash Bash for that reason, but
to get a turbo boost while power sliding,
I personally think Crash Bash, with a few new levels, better graphics, a handful more characters like we got for this, and online play is fantastic. Like, it doesn't need much. The game is very repetitive, and that's coming from someone that's played the game for probably thousands of hours, and that's not an exaggeration. I used to come home from school at like 3 o'clock and I'd play that shit right till bedtime. Right till, you know, my eyes could not withstand no more. Every day, months on end. I had lots of games for the PS1 and PS2, but like Crash Bash was like always the game. Crash Bash, the original trilogy. What else did we play? Crash Nitro Kart, Crash Team Racing, obviously. Wrath of Cortex I didn't play too much. Twin Sanity I didn't play too much. Had them, did play them, but nowhere near as much. I'd always go back to the original trilogy or Crash Bash. What else? What else did I play? All the Need for Speeds. They were a big part of my childhood as well. I'm probably missing some games. You know, you can argue I had Mind Over Mutants and Crash of the Titans, but you know, for me that was where Crash died. I really didn't enjoy them games. They changed its character design, they changed it from this lovable, gullible, you know, character of these sort of 2D platformers, 3D platformers, to this open world beat 'em up with this rambling bandicoot that just... You'll know what I mean if I played the games. He lost his fuzzy outside, like, lovable charm. They completely changed the concept of the games. Yes, it was still a platformer, but it went to more of a beat 'em up, whereas the enemies were no longer like following set patterns and trying to kill you. They were spawning, they would come at you, and they wouldn't die in like 1 to 2 hits. You had to beat them, take over the Titans. Like the idea of the game was great, and you can argue anything can be improved, especially with, you know, the minds of the community. Like, the idea of these Titans were great, but you know, you could have done a completely different story. Although I did like the cutscenes, which were all like kind of like cartoon based, if you know what I mean. You'll know what I mean if you've played the games. They were like they had like a puppet gimmick to it, and they were quite funny. The humour was quite good, but like that's all the game really had going for it, in my opinion. But I've always loved the Crash series since the original release. This track's been a little bit better. It was a really rocky start. I feel like I am a little bit faster than I was last time, but I really can't remember what I was doing last time. I just know that last time was the last time I played this game, and literally, like, I've done little to nothing since with this game. A little rocky end there.
Things didn't stand a chance.
Coming in at around 11 minutes right now. Like I said, last time I got an hour 35, 50. So, if we can get anywhere near an hour 30, I'd be happy. I'm not going to restart if I mess up or anything like that. I'm just going for one run. You know, burn an hour, 2 hours of my time. And then go finish my dinner. Roast lamb dinner, if anyone's curious. Very nice. Looking back at it now, picking the hot rod oxide might not have been the best course because he always has the same victory pose, I think. Moving on to the last track of this of this first warp room here. If you haven't seen the title, it is any percent, so I'll literally just be going for the trophies and nothing else. So Super Speedway. This track is the bane of my life. In my actual game, like the game I just played when the thing first got remastered and that, I pretty much immediately platted every track except this one. It's just a pain. It's probably fine now. I've not really tried too hard to plat this track for a while, but it's solely the first, the shortcut, basically. It's definitely harder in this than it is in the original. Like I said, they haven't changed anything to do with the mechanics, but the game isn't a carbon copy. Things have changed. Hitboxes have changed. They've added details to tracks. This track is a prime example of the amount of detail that was added. It's no longer this just flat sewer. Look, there's a load of pipes going in, which is 3D. You've got the rats from all of the... got his name then, pinstripe levels. That crocodile, I'm pretty sure, was not there in the original. The core track itself is the same. Oh, hello. Whoa. Calm down. But this, as we nail it first time, is the bane of my life normally. And a bad run on this track can be really detrimental because it really messes up with the RNG of the barrels. So literally finishing a lap on this track in 44 seconds as opposed to 43, 42 can literally mess up the RNG, I believe, of the barrels. So see, we say we struggle and we get 2 in a row. We definitely did not start this optimally, but we're definitely making up for it now. We had a bad little moment at the beginning of this, but other than that, we're playing this quite fast right now. As you're definitely going to see in the time difference between lap 1 and lap 2. Although we have got a significant amount of boost from the first track. We're going to go this way. I don't know why, I just thought it would be cool. And we're 3 for 3 on the shortcut, so no panic here as we're about to lap the AI, I think. We lost our flame a little bit there, but ultimately it was pretty good of a run. We definitely did not start it optimally. You know, immediately just crashing into the wall, but we're fine. So we're going into the pinstripe. No, we're not that far into the game. We're going into the Ripperoo race at 16:15 right now. 16 minutes 15 seconds, give or take. You know, after this load, it'll probably be closer to 17 minutes. Looking for sub an hour 30. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I will continue to mention it. Any percent, so just the trophies. Might do a 100% run one time. I have to see what a 100% run looks like. Like, as in how long it takes, not like what you have to do. Obviously, it's 100%. All the trims, all the trophies, all everything. And you'll just have to beat Oxide, probably the once. Probably just have to do it the once to get the additional cutscene. We're gonna get the Ripperoo cutscene here. There is a skip you can do here. Not that skip. It basically it's the most minute thing. I know things about the speedrunning, I just don't know how to do it. But there is something you can do here where you spam a certain combination of buttons and it actually puts your car like already in the race, and then as soon as you skip the cutscene you don't have to drive forward and you don't get that initial like delay of getting your car up to speed to go into the portal. You're just pretty much there, and as soon as the cutscene skips you're basically in the track. So it saves like 3 or 4 seconds, which when you're going for actual speed runs means the world. When you're just trying to beat your personal best, you don't really care about. But you know, I'd like to get to the stance where I could maybe submit a run at least. So Ruse Tubes, Ripperoo, always been one of the earlier bosses in all of the games. Unfortunately, actually got cut from the new game. For those of you who did not know, he is seen in one of the levels. He's just vibing on one of the roofs. But he was actually supposed to be the boss of one of the levels. You can find this out in the Crash, I think it's like the sketchbook or something. It tells you all about like the developers and how they made the game and all of that. And yeah, there's a full set talk about how in the sewerish levels, as you're going towards the end, you're trying to escape with the last mask away from Ripperoo. But that was obviously cut for whatever reason, time or whatever. And it's when you get the Louise boss fight, I think, which did just sort of come like out of nowhere. That they just introduced this new sub character. But these are the kind of sub characters people ask for in games like this. So I've got to be careful now because I'm actually catching up to his TNT exploding. So I don't want to get caught in one like that. I think I'm way ahead of it now, but I am going to run into that one. But I think it's fine because I'm going to be able to cross the time before it. So finishing Ripperoo at sub 20 right now. We're at like 19 minutes 30. That's obviously including load times, which are a big factor when you look at it. Quick swig of my drink. We continue. We move. Vamos. Vamos! Do 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 do. Quick check on the Rocket League because I can't speed the loads up anymore. 50%. A 50% on my second drops. We get the key cutscene. Opening up the second warp room. I think there's an Uka Uka cutscene here as well. Oh, it actually spawns us right here. Okay, no, there was not an Uka Uka cutscene. So an important thing to do here, which I think I did last time, was trigger this cutscene, which I don't want to do here. That cutscene is triggered because I don't have the requirements to open the level, and basically Uka Uka informs you that you don't have the things to open this level. And you can skip the cutscene when you trigger it, but you still waste a few seconds of your time doing so. We're gonna go for whatever track is over here. I think this is Tiny Arena over here, right? Tiger Temple. Same thing. That's what I meant. Tiny Arena's... Is it in this warp room? Is it the last track in this warp room? Or is Dingo Canyon the last one in this warp room? There's Coco Park, Dingo Canyon, Tiny Arena, and Papu's Pyramids. No, so it's not in this one. Is it in the next one? Or is it in the last one? Yeah, I think it's in the next one. What's the next ones? Dragon Mines, Polar Paths. Yeah, it might be the next one. It might be Tiny Arena or something else. And then the last one is Cortex Castle, Oxide Station, Hot Air Skyway. Could be the last one, actually. Don't think it is, though. I'm definitely missing a track. Well, I'm missing 2 or 3 tracks, but... Say goodbye. Alright. So, this track, another one of my personal favourites, to be fair. Just because you get a lot of speed off going up and down these hills. The important thing for this, though, is to get a fireable weapon to open the shortcut, which I think we could have done with the green potion, which for some reason I dropped to try and get like a bomb or something, and then end up with a TNT. So that was a big waste. And a nitro, we don't really care about that. Just play this bit a little slow till we get to the corner. Oh, we've absolutely scuffed that, but we'll make sure we don't hit either of these. Or my own TNT twice. Oh, and we've scuffed it. We fired that way earlier than we should have. I'm pretty sure it still works with potions. It did in the original. So this is going to be a really slow time. For me, anyway. Oh my god. A really, really slow time. I'm playing like an absolute bot. Okay. Try one last time with this red potion to hopefully get the shortcut once. Yeah, we get it finally. Took its sweet time getting that one. That is a really slow time, and that shortcut's quite a big shortcut as well. It saves a significant amount of time.
Things didn't stand a chance.
Still under the half an hour mark. We're at 24 minutes right now. We'll probably get the next track in either just under or just over the half an hour mark, depending on load times. It's definitely not going to take 3 minutes to do like Coco's Park. But it might take like, well, it's actually 5.5 minutes, but it might take it with all of these load times. Especially because I think we have 2 cutscenes to skip here as well. I think we have 2 cutscenes as well. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, hopefully it speeds up. Come on. Can't really do anything about that. Come on, skip, skip, skip. Thank you.
You win a trophy.
Yeah, there's a Nuka cutscene here.
The more Wumpa fruit you collect, the
Yeah,
faster.
we know. We've played the game before, thank you. So, we're going to do the track over here, which I believe is Coco's Park. It is. Fingers crossed that, you know, we can have a nice Coco's Park here. This is one that really doesn't require any skill at all to make. The thing is just a big donut. It's definitely one of the easier tracks in the game. It is actually one of the harder tracks, I believe, to actually beat the velo times and the dev times and that on. Solely because there's like next to no mistakes, because you're just going round in a circle. But I could be wrong on that. It's been a while since I've looked at the developer times for stuff. Although I have been watching WUMP Lewis, shout out, big YouTuber. His remake as such for this, he's recently bought the game for the PS4. Could run into him in an online lobby, that'd be nice. So there's a small sort of shortcut to the right there where you go over the grass, but honestly, it saves like half of a second and it's just not worth it, because if you mess it up, it slows you down by so much, in my opinion. If you get a boost or, you know, a mask or something that, you know, keeps your speed steady, it's probably worth it. Hitting those turbo pads is definitely worth it, but, you know, I'm apparently allergic to them. So we will just continue to just avoid every single turbo pad in the game, apparently. Yep, like that one. Yep, great start. Felt that good Coco Park run. Get rid of that, it's annoying me. Hey, we're not allergic to one. Now we're getting somewhere. Much faster we are now that we've actually got a flame because of we hit some turbo pads. Protect myself there, that could have been tragic, to be fair. We actually did it in under the hour mark. We're at 28 minutes, which is pretty good. So long, some of these cutscenes and stuff.
Congratulations! You win a trophy!
So 2 more tracks. The one I can't remember are Papu's Pyramids.
To get around a tight turn or to face it.
Is it Tiny Arena in this one? Oh no, this is Dingo Canyon. Oh, I've just messed it up. It's Papu's Pyramids first, not this. So Tiny Arena must be the next one then. Yeah, it is. It's the one in the iceberg, right? I think it's the one in the iceberg. So we're getting into Papu's Pyramids just under 30 minutes. We're at 29:45 right now. Not submitting these or anything, I'm just curious. Papu's Pyramid might be my favourite track in this game. It's definitely one of. It just straight might be. It's such a fun track, and it's so colourful in this as well. There's so many like little. I just love this track so much. The shortcut at the end is so good. Like this shortcut, not so good. but you know, you gain a lot of speed, and then you get to do this giant skip at the end. Oh, it's so good. Like, the track is so fun. You know, you can keep your speed pretty much for the whole track, unless you do what I do and like to run into TNTs. I intentionally haven't put my TNT down, solely because I was more than likely going to do that. There's a cut round here where you can sort of skim over the plant. You know, the tighter you take these corners, the quicker you're going to be, but you do always run the risk of being eaten by the plants, which I would like not to do, thank you. Same with this, you want a really tight, like as close as you can. Kind of U-turn, to be fair. One of the mid-air U-turns in the track. Very difficult to do. It's one of the not harder mechanics of the game. It's something you're going to have. You'll probably end up doing it and learning it without, like, trying really. Quick hop on and a hop off there. Kind of run into some dangerous territory here, especially when you completely butcher that corner. Trying to avoid the opposition there, basically, so that I don't end up getting hit by like a missile or something. We definitely butchered that last corner, but it was a good decent race, you know. It was like what, 140, 43, 44, something like that. It felt just under 2 minutes, so somewhere around there. 32:57. I think we started at like just under or just over 30. Minute load time. So that will put it to 31 minutes, 33. Yeah, it was definitely under 2 minutes. Now we're doing Dingo's Canyon, not before Happy's Pyramids.
Congratulations!
I know the last tracks. No, we are only on Warp Room 2, I suppose. I thought we were on Warp Room 3.
You can get hang time turbo from jumping.
I was gonna say, like, we seem to be way faster, like. But no, I was gonna say the last tracks are like longer. They do get longer as you play. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, thinking we're gonna break records here, and we're actually playing utter trash, to be fair. On the bright side, dinner's almost done. It'll definitely be done in the next probably half an hour, 40 minutes. I'll just sort of keep it warm for as soon as we finish this. Dinner time. Dingo Canyon, one of the tracks I don't enjoy in this track, in this game. I just don't. It looks good. I give it its dues. You know, it's a nice looking track. I wasn't ever really a big Dingo Dial fan. It's kind of like probably the most beloved character out of the main ones. I'd probably go as far as that. You got Crash, Coco, Cortex as your main sort of three, and then I'd probably say like Dingo Dial Crunch is up there. Yeah, Aku Uka, I suppose, comes in the argument as well at some point. It was really sad when the voice actor died for Aku Aku. They left a nice tribute at the end of Crash 4 when you complete the game. And the game ends with Aku Aku just staring off into the distance, and then, you know, In Loving Memory pops up. I'm not gonna lie, it did get to me. Like, I don't even know the guy, but, you know, he was the voice of my childhood. And it's sad to see anyone in the communities go, whether it's staff or fans or anything. It does affect you in a way that you'll never really like understand. You probably never bring it up in conversation. You're probably never thingy, but like when influencers to an extent pass away, I'm gonna crash into this again, aren't I? Pass away, you know, it is a bit sad. It's sad when anyone passes away. That was a not very good Dingo Canyon. I'm sensing a theme here of not very good. We're going to start unlocking skins now because I don't play Oxide that much. I actually was affected by the glitch in this game. There was a glitch in this game a very long time ago. It probably hasn't been patched, to be fair. Where essentially your data just corrupts and it resets everything. So you'll have your save saying you have 101%. That won't change, but it'll say that you've like never won a race with a certain character. And it was happening to people, and it happened to people like once, at most twice. It happened to me like every week for like a month. I eventually found a somewhat fix with it, with the help of some other people and some other YouTubers. Made a video on it on my channel, probably one of the most popular videos I've ever made, to be fair. It's definitely the most popular non-Yu-Gi-Oh video I've ever made, because I am solely a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, but we'll do it. This cutscene here, which unfortunately I have to skip, to Jubilee's demise. I'm sure he's very upset. The best cutscene in the game. I absolutely love that cutscene. And Papa Papu, best character in the game. The thick boy. Thick Daddy Papu. I think as well, I think he was supposed to be in Crash 4 as well, and he either got cut or it wasn't included. Well, it definitely wasn't included. I think he got cut, but I don't think they got like anywhere near in development. It probably just came up in conversation that we should include him. He's a pretty fan favourite character. Look at him, he's rearing to go. And he's lost. He's already lost. It's over, Papu. If you want to just save me like 2 minutes now, I'd appreciate it. Okay, it's not over, Papu, you've won. I'm sorry. I'm playing like an utter bot. Oh, I'm trying to U-turn and it's not working. He's going to drop a poison potion on me now. Oh my god, this is the worst Papu's Pyramid I've ever had. I missed the shortcut. Let's go for this one. See if we can get a bit of boost here. I might even have messed this up. Oh my god, this is the worst Papu's Pyramid I've ever had. I'm not even going to attempt to go for it. You can actually go for it with no speed, no boost. Oh my god, what did I get last time? Like 140, and then my first lap here is 50 seconds. Wow. And then we're going to make up for it now with literally a perfect run. But it's pointless having a perfect run when you've botched the ending like multiple times. Botched the beginning. When you botch what you're trying to say multiple times. And then we do it again. No, we're not having a perfect additional run after that. We do get the U-turn there finally though, but we just boost straight into the wall. That was nowhere near that. Wow. This has been the worst Papu's Pyramid I've ever had. By far. Not even close. It's because Daddy Papu's on the screen. He's distracting. His little icon. Big thick Papu boy. That's what it is. Well, that was a horrendous Papu's Papu. You know, I'm pretty sure I did it before in like 140, 130. And, you know, I dropped that one in 2 minutes. But we're at 40 minutes finishing Warp Room 2. Which I think was faster than Warp Room 1. Which I didn't realise was a thing. as we move on to, in my opinion, the worst warp room. My least favourite character. That's probably stretching it. My least favourite boss in the game. One of my least favourite characters in the game. And 3 or 4 of my least favourite tracks in the game. So, fun. Dragon's Mines is by far, in my opinion, the hardest track in the game. It's just not fun. It's just straight just not fun. Dragon Mines is a horrible track. Blizzard Bluff, that was the one we missed. So it's Blizzard Bluff, Tiny Arena, Polar Pass, and Dragon Mines. And then the next one is Oxide Station, Hot Air Skyway, Cortex's Castle, Engine Labs. There we go, we've got them all. I knew it was someone's labs, I just couldn't think who. I like Engine Labs. I miss the big shortcut on Engine Labs. Back in the day when like you only had to do the entropy times and the oxide times. Engine Labs was like one of the harder tracks like towards the beginning of this game. People were struggling with it. And that huge shortcut came out and people was like, you had to do it in like 2:30 or something. People were doing it in like 18 seconds. It was hilarious. It was just a full skip. It just skipped the whole game pretty much. And it's on the first jump, you just like hard turned right, you get the animation that you fell and it just literally spawn you like at the end of the track. It was great. I think 18 seconds was a bit exaggerating as to how fast. Blizzard Bluff, I don't really like this track. Solely because this shortcut is the bane of my life. I'm not even going to attempt it here because I know I have nowhere near enough speed to even try it, and I'm just going to end up wasting time plummeting into the sea. I'm trying to think, comparing this to the other ice levels, I think I do prefer Polar Pass. I think Polar Pass is also a Blue Flame track. Did you get Blue Flame at the end? I think you do, you know. I think you do, you know. Might try the shortcut this time because we do have a significant flame. Yeah, we got the shortcut there. There's also another shortcut I think on the right here where you can skip over the fence, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Final lap. Try not run into my own green potion, that would be handy. We have some form of flame again here, so we'll try it again. No, we fucked it. We absolutely messed it. Yeah, the moment I took that corner way too close, and the moment I did it, I knew it was all ogre from there. Sometimes this game, for this particular category of like, when you get good at the game and you can actually like have hands, sometimes it's not about having just perfect tracks. I mean, it's handy. It's an endurance thing. You're going to make a mistake. It's just keeping that mentality right when you've made a mistake on a track. Going forward. You see it a lot in, like, when you get to the really top end of speedruns where they'll literally mess up, like, 6 tracks in out of the 16. 16? Yeah, 16. And they'll just reset. And you'll be like, it wasn't that big of a mistake. And it is. In the latter of things, it is. But I don't know, it's frustrating. We're at 45 minutes right now. Which is just over halfway of last time, and I'm actually over halfway through the game. But you have got the much longer, harder tracks to go through now. Tiny Arena, like I said, it is one of my favourite tracks. It is also a marathon of a track. The thing just goes and goes and goes.
You win a trophy.
Okay, so we have now gone the wrong way, that's for sure. So that's the... I'm nowhere near that.
To open this door, you must come.
Go away, go away, go away. I am so far away from that. Oh, that's actually annoying. So here is my least favourite track in the entire game, both in the original and probably in the new tracks and the Nitro Kart tracks. I despise this track. It's not even, like, difficult, but it's a difficult track to, like, master. If you know what I mean. Like, you can go around the track at your own casual pace, do a couple of boosts, you'll easily, like, win the trophy, win the CTR, probably get the Sapphire Relic, gold at a push. But when you start going for the Plat Relic, when you start going for the developer times, the velo times, even the entropy times on this, it's just frustrating. Corners are super precise when you start going for speedy boy runs, and it's just it frustrates me just thinking about it. But a couple of cool Easter eggs though in the actual track. All of these cogs at the side are kind of shaped like the Beanox logo, and there is one at the back that I'm pretty sure is just the Beanox logo. And of course, for those that you do not know, Beanox developed this game as well, so that's pretty cool. The dragon we just passed, which I'll point out again in a minute when we just passed, is actually the dragon from Wizards and Lizards from Crash the Rapid Cortex, I believe. Yeah, it's to the right of me here is the Beanox logo one. You're not going to be able to see it because I'm going zooming past. And it's right at the back. It's not something you're going to see. You will see the dragon, however, right there. You can't miss that. It is actually the dragon from Wizards and Lizards, I believe, from the Wrath of Cortex. There is a shortcut to my left, but I'm pretty confident on my ability to like hop over this corner here that I'm just not even going to try it. And I would have preferred to get that turbo pad there because it is going to speed me up going over that little bit of mud. Like I said, the track isn't difficult. We're going to probably finish this in like a minute 40. It's just more, I don't know, I just have unfond memories of this track. That's really slow. It's actually that slow. I might not even make this cycle. I did make this cycle. Ugh. So we're still under the hour mark. We're at 49 minutes right now. We're still way under the hour mark. If I can get... I think the next track is Tiny Arena, so I'm going to say if I can get Tiny Arena done, maybe get into the one after it, which I think is Polar Pass, in the under an hour mark, I will be happy. Solely because I'm pretty sure Tiny Arena is like a 3 or 4 minute track. I could be wrong on that. It's been a while since I played the game, like I said. With a minute load time, both ways, like this minute load time, the loading in a minute load time, a loading out a minute load time. You know, we are like 10 minutes off the hour mark. That doesn't mean I'm going to take 10 minutes to do Tiny Arena, though. Come on! Going back to the trophy design, I'm pretty sure it was like this in the original, but the fact that they've got the little cart on top is great. And I don't think when we mentioned about, like, how good of a remaster this game was, don't even think we mentioned the skins, sorry. I was just realising it's not Tiny Arena next, and it's Polar Pass. Yeah, the skins. Some of the skins in this game are great. Some of them are recolors, and it was there just to bulk the game out, which I'm perfectly fine with. Like, some of the recolors are great, but some of the actual, like, legendary skins they included in this, with the custom podium animations, you know, I'm talking like this is a brand new game. This game's been out, like, a few years now, but it's just like the original. It's gonna stay classic. It's gonna be installed on my consoles forever. There's a few games that get uninstalled and reinstalled, and I just can't ever see me deleting this and the original trilogy. Even Crash 4 to a sense, but Crash 4's like... it's such a good game, but at the same point, it's such a hard game to enjoy casually. Like, the game is so difficult, and it's even harder with like the additional like content they introduced. Even like the speedrunners and that, no one goes for like 101 speedruns on it. Well, I'm sure there's some mad lunatic out there that's like, what do you mean I do this every day? But whereas you look at someone like Geordie, the speedrunner that I watch, and I think I mentioned his name earlier. Definitely not the most optimal way to do that, but I do prefer doing it that way. You get all 3 boost pads, and it just helps you keep this flame that little bit longer. I tried so hard to miss that seal that I knew I was going to butcher that jump. I felt if I drifted then to get that last boost for that jump, I probably would have hit the seal. So we're about to see if this is blue flame now, which I'm pretty sure it is, right? This is a blue flame track. Okay. We instantly lost it. Wow, okay. That was probably because we took the 3 boost pads before. Okay, I just went right through that. Probably because we took the 3 boost pads before instead of being good boys and cutting the corner like we were supposed to. So, kind of our own fault that we lost blue flame, but that actually will affect this time by a lot. That's not a case of losing 10 seconds, that's like, losing a few seconds, that's like a good 20 to 30 second difference, as is losing the flame there and almost falling off the track. But yeah, this game's... We got a mask in first place. Hello. I think that's something else they changed as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they changed that as well. Oh, we're gonna miss the fling completely this time. We're not even gonna get blue flame for a split second. Am I gonna go through this seal again? I played this awfully. I think I'm too busy looking at things at the side of me now. I am just casually doing this. I'm not bothered about my time. I do want to beat my personal best, which is 1:35. It probably isn't 1:35. I'm pretty sure I completed this game when it first came out faster than that. But it's the first time, like, I've sat and actually timed myself. I'm going to crash into that nitro. Couldn't really do much then, in my opinion. Other than, well, not jump and play it really slow and lose my flame. That way, we're going to finally get a decent cycle for this. I think maybe one day I'll try and do the original 3 and see what times I can get for that, but... that was not optimal at all. We're definitely going to get into Tiny Arena in under the hour mark, because we're at 54 minutes now, 54:30. We might even go as far as finishing Tiny Arena in under the hour mark. We're at 54:40 though, so I want to get under an hour 30. That's my goal. Like I said last time, it was an hour 35:50, so. Skip this cutscene as fast as we can. Come on, faster, 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 please.
Congratulations! You win a trophy!
So, was we correct? Is it Tiny Arena next and then Engine Labs is the other one? Yeah. Okay. Alright. I understand. You want to be that guy that lets me go through the portal. I understand. Don't you worry. You do you, okay? Yeah, I think realistically we should get this done in under an hour. I don't think that it's even up for debate at this point. I am receiving a phone call.
So, you've been...
Fell off twice trying to put the phone down. Twice! Twice! Both of them when we're trying to put the phone down. That's what I get for answering a phone call while trying to play a game. But to be fair, it was a fairly important... Well, it was only my dad, but it was a somewhat important phone call. There's definitely going to affect the time, probably by a matter of like 5-10 seconds. The rest of the race we played pretty well though. Other than like, let's just say that whole first lap, and maybe that bit then. We played this pretty well. So as for time, 1 hour and 4 minutes, which does kind of scare me.
You're not so slow.
It means, in order to match my time last time, which I want to beat, by the way, we got to do this whole warp room and the oxide fight in about 31 minutes with load time. That's just to match the time. Realistically, I want to do it in like 25 minutes. I want to get sub 130. But we are at, 104.50 now. So I've been kind of like abbreviating times throughout the run, saying, we're at 120 when we've been at like 115 or 123. Well, we are at 105.03, 04, 05, 06 right now. Oh, hello. I've never had this. Uh-oh. Ooh, that wasn't good. So, first one is Engine Lamps. A classic Engine Lamps. One of my favourite tracks. Especially when the glitch was a thing. I used to love it with the glitch. Wake His Majesty. Have you noticed the mysterious door in adventure mode? Some say you need to bring enough gold to waken His Majesty. King Chicken! I never forget when they announced, slash teased, the crate. It was hilarious. Still surprised Aku and Uka didn't end up with, themselves in a cart. This is another one of those blue flame tracks that I definitely butchered. I could not get a drift then. My R1 button was not allowing that second drift. I took that corner way too wide. This is a bad engine, lads, but for playing casual, it's not that bad. If I was going for something like the developer times, then it'd have been a rip pretty much from here. Just, again, I can never get the drift to keep the blue flame in there. I've missed it. I've actually missed it. I missed the jump. I even got the I got the sound effect. I've butchered this so hard. It's actually that alone, them mistakes on the last two tracks generally might stop me from beating my PB here. We will see. That lap was absolutely abysmal. Maybe we can make up for it with a perfect blue flame lap. Probably not. Nope. Absolute scammed. That was horrendous. I don't think we're going to beat it here. And if we get to the point where it's not looking likely I'm going to beat it, like when we get to like 134, 135 and we're not finished the race, I probably just will call it there because I'm going to go get my dinner. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, we will see. We got 3 pinstripe marks. We've got 5 races left. And 26 minutes to beat my time that I did like 3 months ago with this. More than doable. It just depends the load times. It's all on the load times. Don't think there's too many more cutscenes to skip. At this point, Uka's give you all of his knowledge.
You win a trophy.
I think we've gone the wrong way here. The least optimal way to go. Probably, I'm pretty sure was the least optimal way to go there, but it's cool. So what was this, Cortex's Castle? Good track, another blue flame track. Are they all blue flame on this? No, there's no blue flame on Hottest Guy. Actually, yes, there is. Yeah, every track in this Wolverine is blue flame. Damn. So yeah, if I were gonna ever save time on a speedrun, it would be here. Blue flame on all of these, so we will see. We're at 1 hour and 11 minutes with loads. Which, without loads, probably is about the world record now. It's probably around 45 minutes, which I think is the world record. Go get on speedrun.com actually, let's have a look while this loads. My PC's right at the side of me, so speedrun.com. We'll have a look after this. Wouldn't be legal to submit anyway because the clock isn't on screen. But I am doing this for my own personal gain, so I'm not going to mention, you know, oh yeah, I did it in 32 minutes, mate. Okay, yeah. Because you can clearly see I've not. And you can clearly see that the times that I'm saying are about right. I'm so rusty though. So here's where we'll get blue flame. Can we hold it? We will see. No. We were holding it really well. The hardest part, I think, is holding it till that second boost pad. But the big jump, like, off the second boost pad was not optimal. I went, like, through the fence. And I really couldn't see the spider, and it just all went tits up from there. Bad cycle on the spider, and it was all limbs. All limbs. And we've actually messed that shulk up as well. It's fine, we're going to attempt 2 on the blue flame, shall we? I knew that was going to mess up as I messed the spider cycle up. Oh, so bad. Could at least keep this orange flame for a bit, maybe. No. I don't know. I think this run is worse than my last run. We'll be able to see on the time difference, won't we? In, you know, approximately 20-ish minutes.
Your things didn't stand a chance.
Another minute or so loading. I'm gonna grab a drink. I full on got a drink and I can still hear that it's not loaded. Like, that's how bad, you know, it's just loaded now. Yep. That's how bad it is. I literally can go downstairs and get a drink in the time it takes to load.
Congratulations! You win a trophy!
So now we're on to, I mean, I've said this like 5 times. This track used to be my least favourite track in the game. In the original. I used to hate it when I was a kid. Because it was so hard, I kept falling off the edges. Oh. But it's actually like one of my favourites now. I'm not going to lie. We were looking at the world record times, weren't we? Crash. Team. Racing Nitro-Fueled. With loads, the world record is... Oh, it varies actually. Current patch, yes. Any percent, yes. See, it ranks them without loads. The fastest I can see with loads here is 1 hour and 1 minute. They're all around the... like 110 to 120 mark. So the fact that we're at 130 and a bit, like that's around our average time, it's not bad. I mean, it's shaving 20 minutes of time off which, you know, is unrealistic, but it's a handy thing to know. So here we have Blue Flame. See how long we can keep it this time. Probably not long at all with me. Nah. I'll be aiming probably for around that corner every time. I don't know how I fell off then. I really don't. Really should stop dropping weapons, because I'm going to end up crashing into them again. There's a skip here, but I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm just going to go for like the U-turn instead. Which we got pretty good then. That was a pretty good U-turn for me. But you can actually jump over the fence, but it's really hard to do in my opinion. So let's by that fall, I'm pretty happy with that lap. I mean, I wasn't expecting to keep Blue Flame for ages, so. I feel like that was a little unjustified. I feel like I was in the middle of that and didn't actually run into it, so. Again, that corner. Missed the boost again. I knew it. What did I say? Rewind it. What did I say? I need to stop dropping weapons because I'm going to run into my own ones. And what do? I run into my own green potion I drop as I was saying it. I'm not even looking at the time right now. Like, not the track time. But like my genuine time for the whole run, because I feel that it's gonna not pile on the pressure to have a good Oxide Station, because that's all that's left, right, is Oxide Station. And then how did I not make that? Okay. But I made it that time, going half of the speed. This has been a poor Oxide Station. Hot ice guy away from me, and I nearly ran into another potion that I'm pretty sure I dropped. I'm not learning, am I? I'm looking at my time. I'm at an hour 20 with 2 Oxide Stations and another hot air skyway to go. Well, I'm just under an hour 20 to be fair. So, do I think I'll be 136 or 130? What was it? 135. Yeah, 135.50. Probably. Will I get under 130? Probably not. Like under 130 is it's not even good. Like the 130 loadless. It's like 80th to 100th in the world. If I were to submit a run. Which, yeah, you know, you can boast, oh, I'm a top 100 Crash Team Racing player, but yeah, no. Funnily enough as well. Oh, well, actually that kind of gives away that kind of gives away why the hour 1 run is the fastest loadless. It's on the PS5. So the fastest PS4 I can see, it's like 114, 113.
Congratulations! You win a trophy!
So Oxide Station. Another track I quite like. Also, the fastest time, 45.53. That was only submitted yesterday. Yeah, date submitted 1 day ago on the PS4 Pro. So, you know, breaking news. The Crash Team Racing World Record has been broken in the last week. Everything else is like a month to like a year ago. But that's interesting to know. Oxide the best. He's still out there. What's the 101 times looking at? Because hours. Oh yeah, it is actually in the hours mark. With loads, you're like 4 hours and 17 minutes. It's like a whole day nearly for me. Like, sleep 8 hours, eat for like 2-3 hours of the day. Probably spend a couple hours cooking. With work, like I'd be lucky to get fucking 4 hours of time for myself. With work, I'm doing it again, boys. I'm dropping weapons when I shouldn't be. Now, if I remember last time, I had a really bad oxide. Like a really, really bad oxide. So we will see if this is an improvement. We got the blue flame. Can we keep it? No. Finally, a weapon that I shall keep hold of. No, I clipped the corner. That was so much better, though. That hitting that nitro really, really put me off then. See if I can get another shield. Wow, we just butchered blue flame that fast. Probably keep this flame for ages now. Or just lose it on the next, literally the next corner. Wow. Thanks, game. I'm pretty sure that wasn't my nitro as well. That's my red pearl. I know that. That one isn't. Right, 125.46 we're on. 2 races to go. And right now, just 10 minutes. Just hit 10 minutes between last time and this time. So going back to the speedruns, let's have a look at what 101 is saying. So 2 hours 51 without loads, 4 hours 17 with loads. That just goes to show you how much of this time is actually loads. It was like a year ago as well. Someone submitted one 2 months ago. Not many 101 submissions at all. No. Cups only mode, 53 minutes. That's for all cups. You've got speedruns just for specific cups. It's pretty good. The main category is any percent. which is what we're doing. So we got the cutscene now for Pinstrip. Yeah. My boy. So we're going into this at 126.58. Now just hit 127. So 8 minutes. It's going to take realistically 3 minutes to do Oxide Station. 3 or 4 minutes. It's going to be close. It's going to be around the same time, I think. If it is going to be an improvement, it's going to be a matter of seconds. 135.50 is what we got last time, so. Let's see if we can get 2 nice races here, maybe some nice load times, we'll be okay. But the 130 dream is been and gone, pretty much. I'm pretty sure it would be a world record in its own to do Pinstripe and Oxide with load times in 3 minutes. That first lap was perfect. One of the best laps I've had on this track for a long time. But then it all went downhill from there. Second lap was okay, third lap was abysmal. That's great. Third lap was abysmal, it was just too... I just tried to take that blue flame far too wide. And fell off the track, and then didn't get a boost off that. 1 hour, 31 minutes and 15 seconds I am on now. So, 4 minutes 50 to finish the Oxide. All depends on this load time, really. I think, realistically, we are going to beat it. But we will see. All going to come down to load times, really. in my opinion, for this. And of course, we can completely butcher the track. So, there's that as well. We'll see. We will see if I can beat it. Like I said, we are now at 1:32, so 3 minutes 50 seconds from here to beat my other time that I did like 3 months ago or so. Load time wasn't too bad. We will see. He cheated! He cheated! VAR! He cheated! VAR! Ref! Ref! I am the superior oxide. I have a mustache. Go away. Oh, I've lost blue already. Oh, it's tragic. Oh, it's all going. It's not gone well for me so far. We had that blue flame perfect then. We probably would have kept blue flame till we at least here then if I didn't try to like U-turn then. That's unfortunate. A lap to go. This is going to be very, very close. I've just looked down at my time and I'm approaching it. I think this is going to be like stupidly close. I do think we beat it, but by like less than 20 seconds. And time. Oh my god, we beat it by a second. 1 hour, 35 minutes and 49 seconds. Compared to last time of 1 hour, 35 minutes and 50 seconds.
I can't believe you beat me.
Oh, that's tragic.
How embarrassing. I'll be the laughingstock of all Gasmoxia.
Oh god.
Your miserable planet stays gushy and green. At least you still haven't gathered all my time relics.
Until you've collected all of those and race me again, you'll never be able to claim you are the fastest.
This won't be the last time you'll face nitrous oxide. We will meet again.
We probably will in a few months when I decide to do this again. Right, it's dinner time. I can't believe we literally a second. I don't know. Right, that's me. Bedtime, lunchtime, dinner time. Thank you all.